Welcome back to my 31 days of summer barbecue. Now we have tons of barbecue recipes coming out over the next month. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss a trick and you catch every single one. Day 7, lamb kebabs. Let's get it. There are tons of different types of kebabs and there are tons of different types of seasonings you can use on those kebabs. These kebabs are kind of like a shish, but with a few little bits that I like. Now we've taken the lamb chumps, it's part of the leg, it's a really nice meaty bit of lamb with a good amount of fat on it. Cut those into 4 and that goes to the side while we get our marinade ready. With all good kebabs, you have to have some fresh herbs in there. Parsley down onto your board and just give it a good old chop. As fine or as coarse as you want. Now we're looking at onion. I grate my onion with a microplane, but you can use a box grater if you wish. Followed up with garlic, and then we go spices. We've got cumin, ground coriander, smoked paprika, a good amount of salt, a good amount of pepper. Then we take our lamb, put it into the bowl, cover with a generous amount of olive oil and marinade. And what we end up with is what we've got here. This has been sat on the side now, marinating happily for about 6 hours. It doesn't have to be that long, or it could be longer. It's completely up to you. I would say a minimum of an hour at room temperature, just to help those flavors mold and meld together. Now, if we're talking kebabs, we've got to talk kebab sticks. Some people buy wooden ones and soak them. They're a headache. They're a nightmare. They burn, they break. You're better off just getting some good metal skewers and they'll last you a lifetime. So I'm going to take this lamb, and what I want to do is skewer through the fat, because underneath that fat there's a little bit of sinew that will help secure the lamb on the stick. Now I want big, hearty, healthy kebabs. I've said 1 rump gets put into 4, so I'm going to put 6 pieces on a kebab. As a rump and a half is a decent amount of meat. If you want to go less, go less. If you want to go more, go more. But I think 6 pieces on a skewer like that is absolutely perfect. Now while those skewers are marinating, we've just got our barbecue set up. So what you want to do, fill the bottom with coal, get your 2 firelighters in there, and then build a little teepee around the firelighters. Open all the vents, lid up, and that's going to burn away happily for about 10 minutes just while those coals start to catch. Now you can't have a kebab without garlic sauce, and this one is super simple. I'm going to get a metal bowl and then grate a good couple of cloves of garlic into it. On top of that we go yogurt, lemon juice, salt, pepper, and that is it. It's a super simple garlic sauce that's absolutely stunning and goes really nicely with this lamb. It's fresh, it's zingy. Just get that mixed together in a bowl and stick it to one side and you're done. Next up, pickle cabbage. You can go all out and do all the salads, but for me, lamb, cabbage, garlic sauce, chili sauce is all you need. Now I'm just going to cut this thing in half and then in half again, exposing that white root. We're going to slice into it on an angle just to take that bit out because it can be a little bit grassy and a little bit woody. Back to our old faithful Japanese mandolin, that goes onto the bowl and then we slice and shred. Thickness is up to you, but I like mine pretty thin. Let's get a good hit of sugar, salt. I like to put in mine a few mustard seeds. They just give a little bit of a bitter note that's amazing with this cabbage. Pepper, and then after that, the old faithful white wine vinegar. Get that all over the top, and with a gloved hand, you want to get in there and really mix that stuff about, making sure that sugar, salt, and vinegar hits every inch of that cabbage and starts to break it down. It's got sweetness, it's tender, it's picked up the acidity from that vinegar, and that is exactly what you want to eat with this kebab. Now a lot of different chili sauces, and I like chip shop chili sauce, and it's extremely easy to make. But not a lot of people know that. It's a base of plum tomatoes. So into a blender, or chopped if you have the time, you go garlic, a good handful of chilies, pick the heat that you're happy with. I like these big ones. A good tear of parsley. Then we go cumin, coriander, pepper, salt, and then these stunning plum tomatoes. Just take the lid off, spoon them straight in, and that is your wetness, that is your body to this sauce. So we just give that a couple of blends in the blender into a bowl. At this stage now, we want to add a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of vinegar. We don't add it while we're blending because we don't want the olive oil to emulsify into the sauce. Add it after, and you keep that beautiful shiny body onto it. And what we're left with is what we have in front of us, our stunning fresh garlic sauce, beautifully pickled cabbage with the flavor of mustard seed, the sweetness of the sugar and the hit of that vinegar, and then our beautiful chip shop chili sauce with the plum tomatoes, the parsley, the fresh garlic, the fresh chilies, that vinegar, the olive oil, super punchy and super fragrant. I've just shut the lid on the barbecue now because I want those grates to heat up. I want it searingly hot in there to cook and char our stunning lamb kebabs. So at this stage, all the hard work is done. Our grill is hot, our mise en place is ready. What is mise en place? Mise en place is preparation before cooking. And now all that's left to do is grill these stunning shish kebabs. So get your kebabs straight on. As soon as I put my kebabs on, I want them to stay on that bar for about maybe 4 minutes, just to make sure that char, that initial sear, is good. You're caramelizing those beautiful aromats on the outside of the meat, and that's starting to permeate its way inside. Put the lid straight down. 3 minutes have passed, we're gonna check. Because I'm controlling the temperature of the coals, there are specks and flecks of charred flavor on those kebabs, which is just what you want. So take your tongs, turn them 90 degrees as you start to build the layers of color around every side of that skewer. Lid back down, we wait again. 2 minutes have passed, lid up, we roll. And about 8 to 10 minutes later, you end up with this beautifully caramelized, slightly charred, full of smoke, full of flavor, but not yet cooked, stunning lamb skewer. What we want to do is put this on a tray and let it rest, because what you've essentially done is attack that lamb with intense heat all around the outside of it. Now what you need to do is let it rest so that heat can find and move and shake its way into the middle of the lamb, bringing it up to about medium rare. 58 degrees, 60 degrees is perfect for this lamb leg skewer. If you prefer it well done, you're looking at 65, 70. So now, the easy bit, building. I like to go cabbage first, a good old pinch, give it a toss around to make sure it's full of that stunning vinegar, and then that goes down on the center of your flatbread. Skewer straight up and on, get rid of the metal, and you've got that stunning shish kebab all the way down the center of your flatbread. Now we're going fresh, tangy garlic sauce with a good bite straight over the top of that meat, and it's the meat, the red meat, the fire being counteracted by that sweet, acidic sort of garlic sauce that you've got on there with the balance of the yogurt. That is where the flavor is. And then our beautiful, fresh, vibrant chip shop chili sauce lathered all over the top. Again, if you like hotter chilies, stick some hotter chilies in there. This for me brings a beautiful warmth, the beautiful sweetness, and that sort of bitter grassy note you get from raw pepper. And that's it, done. My stunning shish kebab. That lamb leg, beautifully marinated with the sweetness of the onion and the garlic, the coriander, cumin, paprika, all working in with that char and smoke, the freshness of our yogurt and garlic sauce, the pickled hit of that acidity from the cabbage, and our stunning, fresh, fragrant chip chop chili sauce to finish it off. That's a stunning lamb shish kebab. And thank you.